So welcome back. We're back down to showroom again. It's Thursday the 17th of April 2025. I regularly get asked, do I ever see any older electric vehicles that are, £2,500 to £3,000? Well, today we do from showroom. We've got the old shape Nissan Leaf going through from Nissan themselves, Mobilised Financial Services. It's the 30 kilowatt hour. It's not my favourite. Let's have a quick look before it goes through the sale and give you my thoughts on why, unless you live on a tiny island, it's just got to be careful with 30 kilowatt Nissan Leaf. Let's have a quick look at it. So here we go. It's a Nissan Leaf 30 kilowatt hour Tecna. The 80 kilowatt basically means the power of the motor. So kilowatts is power and kilowatt hour is battery size. So it's on a 17 plate. 62,000 miles, 2 keepers. It's MOT till the 27th of July 2025. There's 2 keys, 7 stamps in the service book, last serviced at 60,000 miles. Cap clean, cap being computerized AD pricing or current auction price as some dealers call it. It's got cap clean, cap average and below, and it's from Mobilised Financial Services. So just having a quick look, you can look at all the specs of the car, and this one here is what I always look for on the dashboard of 30 kilowatt Leaf. These are capacity bars. Now when the car was new, you'd have another block there and another block here. It would be showing 100% state of health. This has degraded, as all 30 kilowatt hour Leaf do, because basically there was no thermal management on the Nissan Leaf, so it degrades. And as you can see, at 62,500 miles, at 67% state of charge, showing 59 miles on the gas-ometer. So not exactly brilliant, but again, if you're only doing local trips, then this may well be the car for you. So just looking at the car, it looks all right in that flame red, which was the free colour. Tecna spec's nice, and of course you can look at all the pictures. Tyre sealant, it's got a granny cable in there and a type 2. Nice. There's the 2 charge ports, and I don't know whether it's a 3.3 or a 6.6 onboard charger. And then down here you can look at all the beauty shots. The alloy wheels do tend to bubble. The lacquer comes away from the diamond cut alloys. And red, it's it can show up every mark, but they usually polish up really well, to be fair. So you get the idea. You can look at all the cuts and scrapes and dings. All of that, someone's actually put like a rear bumper, what would you call it, shield guard, bits of trim. Bit of bling going on there. Diamond cut alloys, just here you see a bit of, it looks almost like worms have gone underneath the lacquer. It's perfectly normal. The ENV200 Avalia van I've got, the alloys are exactly the same. But yeah, you get a really good detailed inspection of what the car's like. We've got 4mm on all the tyres, one being a Falcon, the other being Nexin. And obviously the basic checks. Windows function correctly, so you get a general idea of what you're looking for if you wanted to buy this 2017 30 kilowatt hour Nissan Leaf. So I think this will go somewhere between 2,200 and 2,400. It all depends on what Mobilised Financial Services, aka Nissan Finance, want for the car. They might just want to get rid of it. We don't know. So cap below 2,200. There's a lot of people with £2,500 to spend on a car, or £3,000, seen with the reach of most people, a lot of people. So yeah, it just all depends whether it will sell. Interestingly, road tax, if it was registered the 31st of March 2017, the road tax would be £20 a year. Because it was registered after the 1st of April 2017, it was registered on the 28th of July, the road tax is £195. So not a biggie, but you know, when you're spending about £3,000 on a car, you know, to a lot of folk, £195 is still a big wad of cash as opposed to paying 20. So that just has to be taken into account as well. As a dealer, if you're looking to retail something, the road tax is £195 on this electric vehicle and not 20 that it would have been had it been registered 31st of March 2017 or before. Just saying. So I think, without knowing what it's going to sell for and if it sells, I think £2,000 would be a steal, because someone would want to buy that for £2,500 retail. Cap clean 2,775, cap average 2.5, 2,475. Let's see what Mr. Nissan says. Right, here we go then. Here's this Nissan Leaf, 30 kilowatt, 62,000 miles, registered the 28th of July 2017. So we've had a look at this. I reckon £2,000. I've had a chance to think about it. It's up to 2122. Online bidder and hall bidder, grade 3. We've had a quick look at it. Degradation to the battery. Online bid 25. 62,000 miles. 7 service stamps. Could be the service stamps that's swinging it. Sold £2,550. Tesla Model 3, long range, all-wheel drive, 4-door, on a 70 plate with the chrome trim around the door surrounds. This is a Fremont built car. Yeah, what grade are we on? Grade 3. Its cap average is £15,500, 36,000 miles in the red, from WJ King Group. Could be a part exchange. 2 keys, 14.7. Cap below is 14.1, 14.8, 14.9. £100 additional fee, type 2 and 3 pin charging cable, spare key. Again, you would have had a look at the condition report. You would have satisfied yourself. This looks like it's from a dealer group, King Group, 14.9, and that is provisional at 14.9. Here's something a bit unusual. I'm going to do a video about these. The Hyundai Nexo hydrogen fuel cell. For all you folk watching this going, EVs aren't the future, it's hydrogen. I'm going to do a video about these cars. There's about 4 of them that keep going through showroom. Haven't got a clue what they were new. You can't plug them in. They're hydrogen fuel cells. And the last time I looked at hydrogen filling stations in the UK, there was 3, all right? 3 places where you can fill this up with fuel. Yeah. And last week's provisional at 7. Last week they were provisional at 8, and I think that's just the auctioneer bouncing it off the walls. Mini Cooper, this went through last week. The Mrs. P had a look at 4,500 miles, level 3. I think it's a different one from last week. I think got the cables, got a couple of stamps in there as well. Again, being built by BMW, it's all down to spec and the options it had fitted. There's a condition report that you would have had a good look at. Yeah, looks nice, doesn't it? I know for a fact there was massive options on these, because I remember ordering some of these as part of the Reflex project with Drive Electric, and the option list was massive. Cap average is 10.7. It's up to 10.8, 10.9, grade 1. Out the box, folks, ready to go on a forecourt, 20 plate, £11,000. Cap clean is 11,850. Good colour, top spec, nice colour combo choice on the wing mirrors and the alloys, and that was provisional. It's £11,050. Skoda Enyaq, the 132 kilowatts, that's the power of the motor, 60 eco suite, 62 kilowatt hour. I don't know why they just couldn't call it 60 eco suite, unless 60 is the usable capacity, in which case I take my hat off to Skoda. 11,000 miles in the blue, on a 23 plate. MOT is due the 23rd of April 2026. It's up to 17.8, and cap average is 18.7 in the blue, grade 3. It's a nice thing, doesn't it? I'm just not keen on Skoda / Volkswagen dashboards, just a personal preference. But it's a big estate. We had one as a demo for Reflex a while back. Yeah, 62 kilowatt hour. I think they do a bigger size battery, which in my opinion is just better suits the car. It's a big old bus. Provisional 18.2. Mercedes-Benz EQC 400 300 kilowatt AMG line premium 80 kilowatt hour 5-door auto in the black, 15,000 miles, registered March 2022 on a 22 plate, 2 services, one at 10, last at 10 rather. Yeah, it's a big old blingy thing, this, isn't it? Average price is £27,650. You know what I'm going to say? All depends on the spec. It's a German car. They have option lists as long as your arm. 27.5, grade 3. Black tends to show up all the marks, doesn't it? Nice blingy alloys going on there. 27.7. It's over the average price. Is Mr. Navuna going to let it go? He'll be standing on the rostrum there, and he said no. I want more. It's going to be it's provisional at 27.7. Next, Volkswagen ID3. Bobby Basic with the plastic wheel trims, which make it more efficient than fancy alloys. Cuts through the air a little bit better. The Family Pro Performance 58 kilowatt hour, 32,000 miles in undercoat grey or Orkney Sky. £13,100 is the average price. And we've got online bidders and hall bidders at 13.3. Grade 1 as well. I think this might have gone through last week. 13.5. I think this is the Bobby Basic trim level as well. But yeah, a lot of car for that. Not my cup of tea, but it's just my personal preference, and they want a bit more. Provisional at 13.5. Now here's a nice car. The Ioniq 5 Premium 73 kilowatt hour, 62,000 miles. That's been busy, hasn't it? It's on a 71 plate, 4 stamps, last at 62,000 miles. A few chips and marks. You'll have done all your research. All tyres have got 5mm. Where are we this then? Average is 14.3. What a lot of car for £14,500. It's at 14.7. Cap average is 15.6. It's at 15. Is he going to let this go? 62,000 mile Ioniq 5 Premium. Looks nice in the white with the black wheel arches. It really sort of stands out, doesn't it? 15.2. All online bidders. 15.3. Just £300 behind cap clean, and it's a grade 2. Is he going to let this go? And that is provisional. Renault Zoe time, the iconic 50 kilowatt hour rapid charge. I think this has been used by motorway services or some contractors, because we've got flashing beacons on the roof and some flashing LEDs embedded in the bumper, which makes it a grade 5 because it didn't leave the factory like this. So you make your own mind up, there you go, as to whether you want something that's you know, been used perhaps on highway maintenance. 5.4, 50 kilowatt hour. It's got the rapid charge. Average is 7.1, but taking into effect you've got to take those beacons off, and that was provisional at 5.4. The Peugeot 2008 GT Premium 50 kilowatt hour. Pictures don't seem forthcoming. There we go. Yeah, it's all right, isn't it? It's a Stellantis car, not the most efficient. Grade 2. Although someone did remind me on the socials or on YouTube last week that they're getting 4.5 miles per kilowatt hour of their Peugeot E208. So I think Stellantis have tweaked their efficiency on their latest models. 12.8. Average is 12.3. Grade 2. 1 key. 24,000 miles. 71 plate. 12.9. Navuna Vehicle Solutions are limited again. And that was provisional 12.9. MG5 time exclusive in the blue. This looks nice, doesn't it? 54,000 miles. Type 2 and 3-pin charging cables. Grade 2. James of James and Kate run these. I think they've got 10 on their fleet now for their mobile servicing from 𝐓𝐇𝐈𝐒. 8.7. What a bit of value these are. And my friend of Tim's Travels has got one of these as well. Absolutely loves it. To be honest, folks, you know, you might knock the Chinese, but these today have been virtually indestructible. They just wear their high meals really well. We've got some warning lights on there. That could just be the 12-volt battery. Really could. 8.4 it's up to. Cap average is 8.7. It's not putting the bidders off. Online bidders. Nice colour. Exclusive. So you've got all the bits and bobs. You've got the leather. And that is provisional. Right, here's another one of these Zoes. Ioniq. 50 kilowatt hour with the rapid charge. You got the old flashy lights on the front. It's been some sort of motorway service vehicle, hasn't it? Highways service vehicle that you see at roadworks, etc. So you've done your homework. Got 4mm on all the tyres. It's got those beacons. You'll have holes in the roof, obviously holes in the bumper if you want them removed, but it's doable. But the price has got to reflect the work you've got to do to make it look like a normal white Zoe. Cap average, without any modifications, of course, is 7.5. They're putting it down as a grade 5 because it needs those things removing if you want to retail it. So grade 5 doesn't mean it's abused, it just means it's got things screwed into the roof, like the lights, and just needs sorting out. You'll have extra switches inside. Provisional at 4.850. Another EV I really like, the sister car to the Kia e-Niro, is the Hyundai Kona. 64 kilowatt hour premium spec, 42,000 miles on a 22 plate, 11.9. What a good bit of value these are. Like these, very efficient, just a bit cramped inside for me, being Mr. Lanky Legs. But great little cars, really, really great. 5-year warranty on these. You get a 7-year warranty on the Kias, just saying. 11.1. Cap average is 11.9. So grade 3, black tends to show up all the marks, and that is provisional. It's 11.1. Tesla time, Model Y, long range in tricolour red. That was about £3,500 option. 29,000 miles, cap average 24.9. What a lot of car for £25,000, folks. Leaving out Mr. Musk, you know, he's not going to benefit personally from this. It's going to be Navunu Vehicle Solutions wanting to get some of their outlay back. They just want to liquidate their stock. So don't think that Mr. Musk is going to benefit by a penny from this, because he won't, if that's your current inclination about him. Cap average is 24.9. It's up to 24.1. These have got 4-year warranties. So it's under warranty till March 2026. 24.4. Looks nice in the red. It's got the black interior. Prefer the white, as you all know. 2 keys or 2 cards, 24/7. Is Mr. Navuna going to let this go? 24.8. Cap below is 23.6. It's grade 3, 24.8. So it's £100 below average, and that is provisional at 24.8. Right, we're on to Mobilise Financial Services. This is the financial arm of Nissan and Renault as well. 40 kilowatt hour Centre, 5-door, all got 6.6 chargers on the new shape Nissan Leaf on a 22 plate. The Centre hasn't got the tinted glass at the back. It's had a bit of paint, 4mm on all the tyres. I think you get 17-inch tyres, which are a bit taller and narrower, but they are slightly more efficient. Personally, the end connector is the best trim, but if you just want a hack to get you to and from point A to B, these are good value. 16,000 miles on a 22 plate. MOT is due March next year, 2026, so you can always look up the MOT online with the reg. And he's probably waiting for representation on the phone from Mobilise Financial Services, or for him to come in from the canteen with his cup of coffee and to stand on the rostrum and say yes and no to any bids. He's there, 7.6. Average is 8.6. Grade 2. It's the Centre spec, 40 kilowatt hour, 16,000 miles. 79. got a bit of a way to go. Cap below is 8,050. A lot of Leaf about, you see. A lot of Nissan Leaf about, but you know, pounds for your value for money, that is good value. £8,000 provisional. That'll go through again next week, or it'll be a phone call. Here we go then. Nissan Leaf Tecna E Plus, the 62 kilowatt hour, all the big fat battery, 14,000 miles on a 69 plate, one owner. EV service light on. Interesting. That could just be. Should be a weak 12 volt battery, to be fair. But let's see if anyone is interested. Cap below is 10,450. Auto Trader retail is at 13.6. Is at 10.4. Cap average is 11,150. That warning light could be a number of things. Out of warranty, of course. Could just be a weak 12 volt battery. And that is provisional at 10.4. Renault Zoe, GT line 50 kilowatt hour rapid charge, 27,000 miles. Additional service invoice at 9,000. Service required on dash. That's just a reset on the dash. All of these seats do tend to start ripping on the driver's side. But don't worry about the service indicator. That's just something you can manually reset yourself. 27,000 miles on a 22 plate in the nice grey. 27,000 miles. Would I buy a Zoe? No, because sold. I think that's the first sold today. £7,400. Here's something interesting. A 66 plate, original Mark 1 shape, 30 kilowatt hour Leaf, 57,000 miles. Cap below is 2,200. Now these folks do tend to cook their own batteries. I would never have a 30 kilowatt hour Leaf because of the degradation. As you can see there, there should be another segment there and another one there. It has degraded, and there's another one coming up in a minute which I had a good look at. But let's see if anyone wants to buy this. 57,000 miles, 30 kilowatt Tecna Leaf on a 66 plate. Registered the 25th of January 2017, so just £20 a year road tax, folks. The next one is £195, but this is just 20 quid a year to tax, which pleases a lot of people. £2,000. I think Mr. Nissan is going to say just sell it. Cap below is 2.2, grade 4, 2.1. With degradation to the battery, surely he's just going to let this go. 2.150. Cap average is 2.5. 5 stamps, doesn't really mean a lot, to be honest. 5 times the tyres have been kicked. And that is sold 2,200 for a 30 kilowatt Leaf. That's nice. Zoe, let's have a look at this. This is the iPlay 50 kilowatt hour. This will not have rapid charging, folks. And let's just go to there we go. See, you can't see that bit that's been pulled down because you can't pull that bit down. Has not got CCS. Just have to bear that in mind. You might never rapid charge it, but when you come to sell it, I can always guarantee someone is going to want to know if it's got rapid charging. 4.8. Cap average is 5,975. Bobby Basic entry spec trim with no rapid charging. What were Renault thinking? I just don't understand the logic at the time to make CCS an option. 4.9, and that was provisional. Goodness me. Yeah, who knows what goes through the head of Renault representatives. Nissan Ariya, quite like these. 87 kilowatt hour. My mate Chris Ramsey took one of these from the North Pole to the South Pole. 87 kilowatt hour. They do have thermal management. Nissan finally caught up with everyone else. Thermal management on these. Also 22 kilowatt onboard AC charger, which makes charging from a fast charger that much quicker. If the fast charger is giving out 22 kilowatts, this Nissan Ariya will suck 22 kilowatt of energy. 10,000 miles on a 24 plate. Registered March last year, just over a year old. Cap average is 27,850. I think the Evolve is the top spec. Correct me if I'm wrong. Grade 1, out the box, 1 stamp. A few chips to the bonnet. Where are we? Sold 28.1. That was a bit of value, wasn't it? Nice. Right, Zoe. Rapid charge. Iconic. Again, sort of the entry spec. 18,000 miles in the black. What we're looking at on the tyres, 4mm on all the tyres. Again, you would have had a good look at the spec. This is the one with a slightly smaller screen, so it is the entry spec. This will not have a heat pack fitted. But trust good old Shoreham, there's the CCS connector. 6.6, cap average is 8.2. Is Mr. Mobilised Financial Services going to let this 18,000 mile Zoe 50 kilowatt hour, no battery lease of course, on all the 50 kilowatts, 50 kilowatt hour sized Zoes, 6.8, and that is provisional. Another Nissan Ariya in the beautiful gold or bronze. It's quite grown on me, this colour. At 10,000 miles, 24 plates, got to apply for a V5, spare key, both the cables, 27.7. The colour might be against it, I don't know. Trade don't tend to like bronze coloured cars, but I think it looks quite nice. 4mm and all the Bridgestones, yeah, pretty looking thing, isn't it? Right, is that sold? Provisional, £28,000, didn't sell. Motability time, here's this Kona. I think this went through last week as well. It's the 39 kilowatt hour Kona, most are 64. In fact, I think they dropped the 39 kilowatt due to lack of interest. Still good for, I'm going to say 180, 190 miles, which would suit most people, 13,000 miles. 71 plate, cap average 11.1, it's at £9,000. Got 2 stamps in the book. It's the premium spec, 39 kilowatt hour, don't forget. 9.3. Retails apparently at 13 grand for a 39 kilowatt hour in the grey. Very efficient these are. 9.3. Is there any interest? Got online bids. Didn't sell last week, and Mr. Motability said no, provisional at 9.3. It's the Kia Niro, the entry spec, new shape, 23,000 miles on a 73 plate. These look value, don't they? It's the entry spec. Cap average is 17,650. Not as efficient as the original Niro. But you know, if you want something that's the latest shape, there you go. 15.9. I don't know whether the Tier 2 has got a vehicle to load. I don't think it came with the adapter, but I think it has the ability. Yeah, I don't know. There you go, look, just show you quickly. 2.6 miles per kilowatt hour. Yeah. Provisional 16.1, didn't sell. Here we go. It's Ioniq wind knife time, premium 38 kilowatt hour. These are so efficient, folks. As you know, those who tune in regularly to my videos, this is a wind knife. It cuts through the air like a knife, makes it very aerodynamic. It's got hand controls. This went through last week and didn't sell. Where are we? 10,850. It's got some hand controls fitted, but they're easily unbolted from the steering wheel. I think it had a manual accelerator, didn't it? Somewhere from memory. 9.4 it's up to. Steering wheel controls. Is it sold this week? No, provisional at 9.4. It's Jeep Avenger time. Who remembers the Avenger from the 70s? The Hillman Avenger. My granddad had a Hillman Avenger GT. 7,000 miles. In the black and the grey. It's a Stellantis car, so it's like a Peugeot E 2008 and a Vauxhall Mocha. It's all running on the same floor pan, so not particularly efficient. But you know, appeals to somebody, that sort of look, doesn't it? Average is £18,000. It's up to 16.8. What are we on? A 24 plate with 7,000 miles, grade 2, and that is provisional at 16.8. is a Mach-E 50 kilowatt hour Stellantis car. This went through last week. 2,333 miles on a 23 plate at grade 1 out the box. 12,750 is its average computerized aided pricing price at auction, plus the old fees. Stay to the end if you want to see how much the fees are if you want to bid in the hall at Shoreham Auctions. 11,850. 50 kilowatt hour, not the most efficient, and that is got our line bidder to 11,900. Is that going to sell? I doubt it. And there you go, provisional 11,900. That'll go through next week. Volkswagen time, the ID4. 109 kilowatt, life pure, 52 kilowatt hours. Got the PD, or Cadian for small. Got the PD battery. Average is 16.2. Looks nice in the blue. Grade 3. 71 plate. Got one stamp in the book. Not that service stamps mean anything in an electric car. Yeah, what do we think to that? Looks nice. Ridiculously small battery for the size of car. 15.2. Cap below is 14,850. Cap average is 16.2. It's £1,000 behind. That battery size is against it, I have to say. Yeah, 15.4. 9,000 miles. ID4 life pure. And that is sold. That was cheap. 15,400. Wow, even with a small battery, that was value, that was. Last one through today from Motability and Shoreham Auctions, the Citroen C4 Stellantis car, same as a Mokka and same as the Peugeot E208 and 2008. 50 kilowatt hour, not the most efficient. Like the look of these. It's brown. Left foot throttle removed. So these have all been modified for people with disabilities on the Motability scheme. 38,000 miles. 8.7 is up to. Cap average is 9.9. The colour will be against it, I have to say. Not the most popular colour because you don't see many brown ones on the road, and the price will reflect that, and that is provisional at 8.7. So thanks for watching. There's some good selection of EVs today. There was dozens of Nissan Leaf and Zoe, but I didn't bore you with all of them. I just picked out one or two just as an example. Nice big selection of other brands, wasn't there? Peugeot, Ioniq, ID3, EQC, the Enyaq. The Nissan Leaf 30 kilowatt hour, they were interesting. One sold for 2,200 and one was just over 2 from memory. So that's for the people asking for cheaper electric vehicles. And if you're not doing big miles, then those 30 kilowatt hour Leaf were a bit of a bargain. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Stay to the end. You can see what the fees are if you want to buy yourself from Shoreham Auctions as a member of the public. You have to physically be in person, actually in the sale, in the site, leave a deposit. I explain it at the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share and all that good stuff, because it really helps out my little channel to help you see what the trade are paying for vehicles, in particular electric vehicles, at auction. Thanks for watching. See you next week. So what are the costs of buying from Shoreham Auctions? Well, just have a look at their website. On their buying page, you get this buying guide. So whether trade or private, you can buy from Shoreham Auctions. Now there's a buyer's guide there you can click on and download, which basically explains what is below as well. So if you buy as a private individual, £500 deposits required, or bank transfer, ID, blah, blah, blah. And you have to pay by 4 PM the following day unless agreed otherwise. Details there about being a trade buyer, but buying privately. Auctions can be intimidating to the uninitiated, but you've all been watching my videos, so you'll be okay with that, won't you? So here's some of the rules. Understand the terms and conditions, decide which vehicle you need, check prices before you visit, register your interest to buy requires a £500 deposit, and everything else is explained there. So some of the things to look for, but again, if you know what you're after, you know, it's just stating the obvious. So if this is the vehicle for you, place yourself clearly in view of the auctioneer and wait for him to open the bidding. Listen carefully. If you feel the price is right, raise your hand to bid. And once the auctioneer's caught your eye, he'll keep looking at you. If you win, go straight to the rostrum. Again, this is just for bidding in person. You can't do it online as a private individual. And go to the pay office and pay. Now, here are the fees. So it's basically a buyer's fee of 10% of the sale price with a minimum of £125 and a maximum of £750 plus VAT, which includes the indemnity cost as well. Plus there's a £12.50 admin fee for the V5. And again, before you leave showroom with the car, it's your responsibility to make sure it's roadworthy, check the tyres, etc., and also tax and insure it.